Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of House Flipper 2. This is kind of a special episode. Guys, we submitted our contest, submission, for the Summer Splash contest, which ended on the 14th. Today is the 14th. I actually submitted it yesterday. And for those who haven't been along or with us for the journey of building this thing, I'm going to do a quick video here just showing you what we've built together. I did put a little thing here at the front door that just says thanks for the wonderful Summer Splash contest. It was a blast to design and share with our community. Me. All right. So this is what it looks like at night, by the way. We didn't really do a really good night shot during the live streams and stuff because of the amount of you can see that the lights kind of flicker. You can see they're flickering there in the pool and stuff. The further away you get, it's not as bad, but when you get up close, they start to flicker. That's always been a House Flipper 2 thing. But we do have lights. I can turn these on out here. I forget where I put the light switch for these lights, to be honest with you. I don't remember. See, I think I put them in the garage. Let's go into garage real quick. I'll turn these outside lights on. There we go. Yeah, there's the outside of the outside of the house. It's all got landscaped. It's all done. We did a shrub around the perimeter, but yeah, you can kind of see they're not supposed to be flickering. They're not supposed to be flickering. It's just the way that their engine works. But this is the outside. This is the garage. I guess we'll go ahead and do an outside. This is the outside at night, and then this whole front here is the actual front of the house. And I have all these lights set on a switch in here. Bam. So this is the front of the house here. Yep, that's the front of the house. This is the lead walk going up to the front door. That's the front entrance to the house. Those lights up there didn't get turned on. And then we got this whole section over here. And then I didn't put lights on this side because this is kind of the side of the house you wouldn't see anyways, but... And that's the little, I guess you could call it a carriage house or out the exterior detached guest house. That's our bar. Now if we go in and change the light settings to daytime, let's go to like, let's just go to noon. There we go. And I'm going to run in here real quick. Actually, let's see here. Where are our light switches again? Light switches here. I remember where I put all the light switches. That's what's funny. I got a light switch there. And we got a light switch here. We got light switches everywhere. That light switch is on something else. I don't remember. We'll just turn them off. It doesn't matter because it's already been submitted. So we'll just turn these off by ourselves. You can just hand do it like that. There we go. I don't want it to run like crazy while we're trying to record this. But yeah, we got this done. I think it was like a total of 46 hours or 40, somewhere around there. It was a pretty long time, man. And we got it done. We started out with just drawing lines. If you go back to episode number 1, we just started out by drawing simple little, laying out the perimeter of the house with wood sticks. There we go. With wood sticks. And we ended up with this. This is the entire compound. It's massive. But I'm going to take you through it real quick for those that never did get to see it. And we'll start here at the front door. We'll do a cribs. If you guys remember, MTV used to do a cribs. So this is our, what we call the great room or living room. This is the room that you would see when you walk in the front door. That's a hallway that goes down to the kitchen side entry area, and this is a hallway that goes back to the master bedroom area. And we got a floating set of stairs here. I explained in the videos how these stairs are actually made in real life, and I think most of you guys understood that. This room was I would say 80% decorated by you guys and your input during a live stream. We'll head down this way first. This was an office in case you had a in case the people had an in-home business. So we did this. So they got their own little place here. We did kind of like a cool texture on the walls to give it kind of a, almost like a faux finish on it, right? And then we have the interior office, which is here. We didn't put any books or anything on the shelves. This was just for fun. And so yeah, this would be like if the owner had just an office they wanted to go to, hang out in, play games, I guess. We didn't mean to... Oh, crap. I left that on for the submittal. We didn't need to do that. All right. Well, that shouldn't have been there. Okay. That kind of makes me mad now because I've already submitted it. That sucks. I didn't even see that there. This is the master bedroom. So I'm actually going to get this out of my hand. Let's go ahead. Let's go to this because I don't want that in my hand the whole time. Yeah, we did the master bedroom. This is the master closet. This is where you'd store all your clothes and all that good stuff. It's got a little mirror here. And let's turn these lights off. Keep the game down. I don't know why House Flipper has an issue with lights. This is the master bath. So we just did a rug down the middle here. And then we kind of try to match what it was in the bedroom colors. And then we built our own vanities. These are custom built vanities. They kind of flicker, but we put this block to match the top. So it looks like it's a big top now, right? Big slab of marble. And then we just put some shelves here on this window that looks out. Put a nice little plant there. That's the toilet. And then the tub is actually sunken in the floor with some nice skylights and a his and her shower area. A little bench. If we go out the back door, we got our own little private sitting area with a pergola that we custom built for this area here. Got a nice little fireplace. Got some wine glasses. Let's go back down the hallway. We did all moldings on the base, by the way, just to keep it nice. We'll go into the kitchen. We did this dual-sided fireplace here, so you can see right through it. And then this was kind of the eating area that we had set up. There's a door here that opens, that goes outside. I wish we could have sliding doors, like a quad slider, but we don't have that in the game. This is the kitchen that we came up with. We had a lot of debate on the paint colors for this kitchen. We went everything from like rust to burgundy to blue to green. And so we kind of just settled on this. And then everybody was in agreement that the cabinets need to be, the island needed to be a darker cabinet than the regular cabinets. So we just used these cabinets, which are supposed to be the same as the floors. But because the floors have a different texture than the cabinets, these are both the same wood. But that's what you get in the game. So we got that. And then these are just art niches. Let's say you had like a big vase or something you could put in there. And this is just where you would set food or, you know, anything. It's just an appliance counter. And then we did this little thing up here on the top. This is a recessed tray. So if I turn these on, not that one. Not that one. So is it on this one then? Whoops. Didn't mean to fall. Yeah, it's on that one. The lights are lit up underneath there. Kind of gives you a nice little lighting effect there. So yeah, that's the kitchen. We'll go back here first. This was the dog. This was our dog hallway. These are subscriber submitted pictures of their pets. So I just put these in here randomly when we were doing the live stream. And then this is the back entrance. So if you remember, this is the front of the house, even though the property is that way is the front, but the pool is on that half of the project. So let's just say this is your driveway, right? And you have visitors coming up. And they park there on your driveway. They can come in this way, and they can drop off their stuff. Or even if it was the homeowner, they could do this: sit down, take their shoes off, and then there is a full bath here. Now this was only going to be a half bath, but since I left it so big, we might as well just put it as a shower and a bathroom. Maybe you're doing gardening or something out here, right? Or maybe you have your dogs and you want to bring your dogs in here and wash them off. Perfect for that. This is what you call a prep kitchen butler's pantry. So this is when you bring your groceries in, you'd set your groceries here. We did all custom built shelves. And then this is the actual pantry area. So you'd store your stuff in your cabinets and stuff. And then we just did some cool posters there. They're kind of food related. This is the entrance in from the garage. So we have a 3-car garage. We did some storage, some bike storage on the wall, a car. Kind of cool. And then, of course, this was supposed to be the garage door opener. There's no garage door openers in the game, so we made our own. This is just where you drop off your, your backpacks and stuff. Say you have kids, they can put their backpacks here. We custom built this. This doesn't exist in the game, nor does this. So we custom built that, and then this is the utility room. So we did a dual washer and dryer. So you got washer and dryer on both sides. And yeah, this is the little washer and dryer room. Didn't put any doors. Left it wide open, which is kind of fun. And then yeah, this is the back way out of the butler's pantry, and then this is the way out of the kitchen. And then we did put a door here too, just in case you're coming in from the garage and you need to get stuff out into the pool area, which we'll do that in a minute. This was kind of the family hallway. We always do these in our videos. So we always get, like grandpa and the grandparents and this old guy here. This was Uncle Jack, I think, is what we named him. And down this hallway here is another guest bedroom. So the guest bedroom's down there. This is another exit from the pool area. And this one is especially important because if you're out here, you need to go to the restroom. You run straight in here. See the little restroom sign? We have a little restroom here, including a shower. So it's a pool bath for the pool. And then down here, this is just a guest suite. We just decorated this kind of pretty simple, but they have access to see out into the pool. And then they also have their own bathroom and shower back here. We got dual vanity toilet shower, and they got their own little private closet back here. That's the guest suite. All right, so if we go down this way, go through the kitchen, go over here, and we go up the stairs. We got a little balcony here that you can stand here and, talk to people or recite stuff from like Shakespeare or whatever. Got a cool little hallway here that goes down. And we did, so for the second floor we decided in live stream to do a boys and girls bedroom. And then we decided to do a twins infant room. And then we have a game room down there. So this was the girls' side. So we just did the girls' bedroom like this. So it's kind of like I don't know what theme this ended up being, but we just did it like this. So we used kind of like an off, I guess it wouldn't be purple. This is kind of like a lavender gray color. And then that's the backpack. And they had an art easel and a computer here. And then we did what they call a Jack and Jill bathroom. So this is the Jack and Jill bathroom. So each kid's got a sink, and then in here they got a toilet and then a shower. So it's separated. So if one's brushing their teeth, the other one can be in here. And then this was the Nautica themed room for the boy. So we did a Nautica themed room for the boy. So we got a big old swordfish on the wall. We did some crown molding on the top just to give it a little bit more of a rustic look. And they both have closets, by the way. So each room's got the same closet. And then they got a nice view of down there on the pool. And then this back room was the game room. So this was supposed to have had, and it didn't save it, green lights up there. But for whatever reason, every time I turn them green, they turn back blue. So I don't know why. So we did some game consoles here. And then, I need to turn that off. And then we did a game console here. These are actually machines. And that's the console. And then they got a pool table here. And this has some lights above it. And then I had some people that wanted me to do like an infinity pool out the top that would be on top of this roof. I just didn't see the need for that. But it was a good idea. But yeah, they can see down there in the pool. Pretty good view. Did some cool posters. And then this was the twins room. So you guys wanted to do it in like a rainbow color, but I'm not like a stark, bold color person. I like kind of the faded colors. So we did this faded wall here. So you can kind of see that it fades. It's still got a rainbow on it. It's just faded. And then we did kind of the boxes here. Same thing. Still rainbow, just a faded color. And then you guys let me know that these little things here can be turned off and on, which I didn't know, which I thought was cool. And then we put some toys on the ground. So you got that, and this is where you would store all their like diapers and stuff. And then they have their own little bathroom. So we did it like this little kid's bathroom, a safety tub. All right, do want to put a shower in there for an infant. So now's the fun part. We go outside. Go down this way. By the way, this is on Mod.io. I'll put a link to it in the description if you guys want to go and grab it. I'd appreciate it if you did at least go look at it and click a thumbs up on it. I don't know how the voting system works, but I'm pretty sure that the more people see it, the better it is. This was the original pool. We did not do a thing to it other than painted it. I was afraid with all the guidelines that they had, I didn't want to mess with it. So we did put a beach ball in there and put some beach balls. The one thing that I didn't quite understand from House Flipper is you have a Summer Splash contest involving a swimming pool when there are maybe 10 assets in the game that relate to a swimming pool. I'm just saying. There was like there's no balloons to have like a party. There's no balloons in the game. There are like big letter balloons, but they have to literally be stuck on a wall. But there's no like regular balloons or anything like that. There's literally nothing. Nothing. So we did the best as we could. We wanted to have like an outdoor theater area. So we put this little projector on the table. We kind of color coded some stools here. This was the live stream that I did. The last live stream that we did. We kind of built this thing here to hold that up. So it looks like it's on a projector. And then over here we got a little pizza bar area. So we got a little pizza oven here with some pizzas on it. That's where you keep your cold drinks. And then you just got this upper tier pool. This was like this. This little depressed area was like this for the original pool design. I am not quite sure why they did this. It makes zero sense to have this up and this sunken. So if the developers are watching this, that was kind of an odd situation to deal with. But we did put some nice sloping stairs down so you wouldn't trip. That gets you into that pool. It's a little hot tub area. I don't know who does a slide out of a hot tub. That just seems totally dangerous. I'm just saying. But yeah, so this is the exterior of the house. We did all the landscaping held up. We did retaining walls. And then I put some of these lights. And then over here, we just did a little sitting area here with another retaining wall. And then this kind of dumps over into this area. This is like a little private sitting area for if you have guests and you want them over here. Now, the reason for this one was, let's say you had a party and you had some people that were just, you know, crap-faced drunk. And you don't want them staying inside the house. You make them stay out here. So that's what this is. So I didn't furnish this, but this is kind of an efficiency studio. This would be like a little living room. That would be the little kitchenette area. This would be the little bathroom. Got a tub, toilet, and or not a tub, but a shower. Toilet's behind the door, by the way. Toilet's right there. And then this would have been the bedroom area. So they can't see out, which is great. But they do have a sliding door right here. So that sliding, or the door would exit out, and then they could get back to the pool. And then we did a little bar area here. So this would be like the main party bar, right? With all the sports on the TVs. You'd be serving everybody at the pool area. And then you got this nice little sitting area here for people that just want to relax and lounge. We did find that they had some fans in the game, which I totally didn't know. And I'll turn those on because it's cool. It sounds like they're actually making a noise. That's kind of cool. And yeah, I left the original plants there. We didn't change anything, like I said, to the pool. I just didn't want to. We just changed the color of it. That's all. And then this returned you back up to here. And then right back into the master bedroom. So yeah, that's my submittal. I did this for fun, guys. Just for you guys, because I know we had a lot of people that were just I don't want to say bugging me, but basically saying, why aren't you playing House Flipper? Why aren't you playing House Flipper? So I thought this would be a great way to get you guys back into House Flipper. And it kept me interested, kept me going. But yeah, we built this All from scratch. No floor plans. This was all out of my head. And then this all right here was actually something that you guys suggested. So you guys had a lot of input in this, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's my submittal. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. We will get back into some more House Flipper here pretty soon. Need kind of a break now after building this. This racked my brain. But like I said, check the link out. I actually put it in on the YouTube channel yesterday in the community notes, or the community posted area. You can click on it and find it. I don't know how big the file was. I would imagine if you have a smaller computer, you're not going to be able to download this. I just letting you know. So just be prepared. I've designed houses that were smaller than this, that had so much detail that people couldn't get it. But yeah, hopefully we do well. If we don't, that's fine. I'm happy either way. But if we do win, man, that's gonna be awesome, because we're gonna have some fun with that. We'll be live streaming. We're going to go on a vacation to the developers building and see what's going on over there, and maybe I can give them some input. Maybe give some critiques to the game. And yeah, it's been fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, click the like button, hit the subscribe button. Catch you in the next episode, guys. See ya.